Saracen. Oh, good lord. Hi, did it start yet? No, it hasn't started yet. I was just getting things set up. Good gravy. God, was I having a fag? I don't think I was having a fag. Ooh. So, welcome in, everybody. It normally asks me to go live in YouTube first, so I was just getting ready to go. OBS has just fired me in live direct. Oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, we'll edit that out. We'll edit that out in the post. Right, hello and welcome. It's time for the final. 32 miles north in Luton. The weather is rather grim. It's trying its best to rain down on us all afternoon, but we'll see how we get on. So it could be a greasy day on the hallowed turf of Twickenham for Saracens and Leicester. Let's get the poll up and running, because I was just doing that as well. Who is going to win this one? We'll catch up with the chat now as well. This final. Leicester Saracens. Okay. Right. Let's have a little look. Dylan, come on, you Sarries. Hello there, this is Grant. Hello, Grant. How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. So have the neighbours given up on their fence mending yet? No, they're still at it. I think they've given up on drilling, but we'll see how we get on. I'm looking very serious there. So I was just sorting some bits out. Great start to the stream. Do you know what I mean? Look, if anyone's going to fuck it up, I am. Good day to Big. Loving this new stream template. Yeah, thank you to Big. Thank you very much for this. It looks lovely. Very professional. Who do you guys think will take it? Thank you, Jan Hendrik. That's a great question. I think Saracens are going to take it. I don't like the chat that's been around saying, oh, Saracens are the more experienced team in the final, because they're not. They're just the more experienced team lately. And let's be honest, although this has been a good season for them, I wouldn't say it's been all sunshine and rainbows. So they've got lots of experienced talent there, and I think it's going to be a really good game. But I think Saracens will nick it, but not for the reasons people are saying that they're more experienced. I mean, you look at this Leicester side that are playing today. You've got Richard Wigglesworth, who's on the Leicester coaching staff. You've got George Ford, who's it's his final game for Leicester, so he's going to be throwing the kitchen sink at this. Grant, I want Leicester to take it, but it probably will be Sarries. Yeah, I'd love to see Leicester win this. I would love to see Leicester win this. Right, let's get through these teams, shall we? Let's go through Leicester first. They've made, I think, 3 changes from the semi-final. So up front for them, we've got Ellis Gens, Julia Montoya, and Dan Cole in the front row. Ollie Chesham and Callum Green make up the second rows. Into the back row, we've got Hanro Liebenberg, Tommy Ruffle, and Jasper Weiss in at number 8. Onto the backs, as I mentioned, Richard Wigglesworth steps in. Ben Young's on the bench. So loads of experience in the scrum half channel there. And as mentioned, he is part of the coaching team. So if anyone's going to be able to get the right messages across to players, it's going to be him. The vastly experienced George Ford, World Cup finalist George Ford, in at number 10. Going to be interesting to see how his spiral bombers go today, especially if it gets a bit greasy. Harry Potter on one wing. Guy Porter moves in from the wing from the semi-final in at 12 after was it Harry Day's injury. Maroney in at 13, and Chris Ashton steps up onto the wing in Guy Porter's place. And Freddie Stewart, is in at fullback. So again, plenty of clout there for the Tigers. I hope Leicester take it after they beat Saints last weekend. I'm not a big Sarries fan, but my brother is. I think it's only big Sarries fans that are Sarries fans. I think everybody else wants the underdog, don't they? I'm not saying Leicester are the underdog. They have absolutely torn it up this season. Hart wants Tigers. Head screaming Sarries, says Fleshen. Ooh. Well, we're getting some votes in on the poll as well. 7 of you have voted. 71% of you are calling for Leicester. 29% of you are calling for Saracens. The poll midweek that we did in the community set tab, there was 10 votes on that. It was 50-50. So it'd be interesting to see which way this one does go. What's the point? Let's see if we can see if we've got the ball tracking ready yet. Might be a bit early. Yeah, it's a bit early yet. Have we got anything? We'll put the cricket on for now. West Indies, Bangladesh. There you go. You've got something to look at. Right. Would love for Ashton to score the winning try against Sarries. Or Wigglesworth. Imagine if Wigglesworth got a hat-trick against them. Because he used to play for him, didn't he? Right, on to Saracens. Then up front, we've got Makabunapola, Jamie George and Vincent Koch in the front row. In the second, Maro Toji and Nick Ezekwe. Theo McFarlane, Ben Earl and Billy Vunipola make up the back row. I think they're unchanged from last week, if I'm honest. Alid Davis in at 9 with Owen Farrell at 10. Sean Maitland at 11. Nick Tompkins in at 12. Elliot Daly in at 13. Max Malins on the open side wing. And Alex Good in at fullback. BT Sports just going through some of the dressing rooms. And yeah, that's that. BT Sports just doing BT Sports thing. Love to see it. Right, okay. Dylan, always hardcore fans. I mean, you've got to love a hardcore fan. Hardcore fans are the best fans. Gen's last Leicester game. Let's hope he takes a championship down to Bristol. Probably the closest they will get to one. Of course, yeah, Gen's is leaving as well, isn't he? I forgot about that. He'll go and join his mate Sinclair. So, yeah. Is this copyright free? This doesn't feel copyright free. Oh no, because it's the telly. That's fine. Right then, so we are just 7 minutes away from kickoff. How's Bangladesh getting on? I mean, that's a big score to chase down. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry, it's second innings. Well, they're not doing very well, are they? Right. I proper throw myself. I'm so sorry. It's all gone wrong. Right, let's hit some like targets. There we go. That's something we haven't done yet. Like targets. So, if you're new around here, you haven't yet subscribed to the stream, we are going to try for... What are we on subscriber-wise? I think we're on 909. I think we're gonna be bold, you know. Oh, yeah. Who do you support? I support Sale Sharks. I support Newcastle Falcons for my sins. It's my hometown, though, so you know, I've got a relatively decent excuse. So the players are starting to get ready to come out. The benches are out, ready to applaud their teams out, and we are up to the combox. So this is it. Right, likes. Let's see if we can get to 10 likes by half time today. That's the goal. That's the target. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I think we're on 909. Let's see if we can get just one of you. Just one of you. On that road to 10,000 to to 1,000. Yeah, we're on 909. We're on the road to 1,000, and we're going to see if we can get to. We're going to see if we can get to 910 today. 910. Let's get it down to 90. We're into double figures. We have broken the back of the challenge. So, commentary team just going through the teams, highlighting, of course, Richard Wigglesworth, that experience there, and Chris Ashton as well are there ones to keep an eye out for. I would say you're probably keeping an eye out for Jasper Weiss and Ellis Genge. They're going to be your big carriers for Leicester. In terms of Saracens, it's always Billy Vunipola, isn't it? Can he get some front foot ball today? I don't know. Let me know what you think about Billy. Is Billy past it? Bit of a bold statement. Bit of a bold question. Is Billy Vunipola past it? Have we seen all Billy's got to offer, do you think? But yeah, I would be looking at can Billy Vunipola get some front football, and as well Jamie George. What's his carrying going to be like today? It'd be interesting to see. We are up to 4 likes already. Let's go. Let's see if we, 5. Let's go. Let's see if we can get to 10 before kickoff. Can we be that bold? Can we be that bold? There's 6 of you bad boys in here. If you haven't yet liked the stream, there's 1 of you that definitely hasn't liked the stream yet. So make sure you get that like in. It helps us out so much in terms of our visibility. If you're looking for the actual footage, you're not going to find it here, I'm afraid. There we go. Ball tracking's up and ready to go. You're probably not going to find it on YouTube either. This is just alternative commentary. I'll bring you the action as it comes in front of me, and we'll have a chat about what's going on as well. So if you're watching the game, this is a great way to watch along. If you're not watching the game but you can't watch the game, I don't know why you can't, because it's on ITV4 as well as BT Sports. But if you can't watch the game, maybe you're out and about and you just want to have a listen, then we're here for that as well. I thought he's actually looked good recently. Lost some weight. Maybe. I haven't seen too much of him this season, to be fair. Yeah. Just a thought, just a question mark there as the players line up in the tunnel. It's all coming down to this. A few nervous faces. Ellis Genge, is that his child? He's very young. It's difficult to say boy or girl, and I can't remember what he's got. But just showing him a picture of Daddy on the wall. Beautiful scenes there. And Saracen's got a couple of mascots as well. All good stuff. Here they come. Let's go. The game is also live on Gallagher Premiership YouTube channel as well as BT and ITV4. Caden, man, what are you trying to do me dirty? What are you trying to do me dirty and nick my viewers? No, I'm joking. Thanks. I didn't realise it was on Premiership YouTube. So, I mean, yeah, you can go there and watch it, but I'd rather you stay here. Will be more fun here. Right, Saracens come out. Leicester sprint out. The pyrotechnics fire off around Twickenham. Jesus Christ, there's some money been spent on that. Lovely, and the shirts, the massive pitch shirts get carried off as well, so all good scenes there. 7 likes, let's go. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. And we hit the 110. You've got your settings set to private, so you haven't got the very good, very nice man to go off. But yeah, we got to 110. Let's see if we can get a couple more across the stream. I'm playing Rugby 22 while listening to your commentary. Man, you must hate yourself. That game's so... I paid £50 for that game and was completely disappointed by it. Right, man in the middle, Wayne Barnes. His 10th appearance at the Premiership Final. For me, like, I know he gets a lot of flack, but there's no better man for the job in my eyes. I think he's got a bag of experience. He's great at controlling a game, and he really just knows what he's doing. I'm really sorry, I'm going to have to blow my nose. Sorry about that. That was a bit disgusting, but I couldn't breathe. Okay. The smoke clears above Twickenham then. It's a bit of a cloudy day and we are off and running. And the good news is we're only 15 seconds behind ball tracking, so not too much dirty going to be done by us by the ball tracking there. So that's good news. Right, and we're off, and Leicester just outside of their own just inside their own 22 will opt to box kick. No, they fire it out to Stewart, who spins it wide, and then the kick comes in downfield. And that is collected comfortably by Owen Farrell, who will put a spiral bomb of his own up into the smoke. An early tester there for Freddie Stewart, who runs onto it and spills it forward into the hands of Jamie George. And again, it's spread wide, but it's forward. So we'll come back for the knock-on. Interesting start there. Both teams looking just to use a little bit of width and ask a couple of questions of that defence first and foremost before they go to the boot. Just trying to tempt those blitzers on and then pop something in behind. Good start. Also looking to take advantage of the foggy smoke that is floating around Twickenham, not really clearing very well. So, nice little bit of gamesmanship there by Billy Villapola as well. Never going to compete for the ball, but just running down Stewart's channel and steps out the way just at the last minute. Just puts him off enough. Okay, so scrum time. Let's see if this one stays up. First ones never do they? And no, we will be reset. Keep the balance, says Wayne Barnes. 10 of you bad boys in here. We're on our way to 10 likes. I can't believe we've got 7 already. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Let's have a quick look at the poll then. 11 of you voted. 73% of you in favour of Leicester. 27% of you in favour of Sarries. Keep those votes coming in. We'll keep you up to date with how that poll's doing throughout the stream. As this one goes down, but the ball is available at the back, just inside Leicester's 10. Tompkins darts inside and makes about 5 metres. Up comes Billy. Good, offloads to Good, who is absolutely driven back there. And but quick ball is available, and then Atoji back on the front foot to make up that lost meterage. Out the back door to Farrell, who tries to put the grubber through. And gets snaffled up, and that is absolutely amazing work by Porter. Dives over the top of Farrell, gets his hands on the ball, and then is able to get it back for Ford to boot it downfield. Ford last week, interestingly, he's kicked away 73% of all possession. And we are coming back for a penalty, late tackle. Oh, it can't be the Farrell tackle. There was nothing wrong with that. And Saracens have instantly pointed to the post, as to be expected. It is knockout rugby after all, and it's all about scoreboard pressure. Well, I can't believe this guy Porter tackle has been pinged for late. That can't be right. Can't be the Farrell tackle. Nothing wrong with that. No, nothing wrong with that at all. No, it's not. It's for the tackle on Tompkins. That's a sentence I've never heard ever. Oh no. It wasn't Owen Farrell making the tackle. Sorry, it was the tackle on Farrell. It wasn't late at all. It was perfectly well timed, but it was the tackle before that was slightly late. So this one dead in front of the post, about 38 metres out, and Farrell lines this one up under the massive sign that says "Please respect the kicker." They're back to drilling again. Sorry, boys. I do apologise if this drilling is in your ears. There's not a lot I can do about it. But that one sails through, so it will be Saracens 3, Leicester 0, 4 minutes 43 played, and Saracens break the deadlock. Right then. I thought that was some sub bass on the music. Could you imagine? Get the woofer out. Right, so the kickoff is deep and Cole makes the hit about 10 metres out, and Billy Vunipola, Mako, yeah, it's Billy Vunipola that's snaffled up, and Mako will form the long chain, all a bit high on the hit on Aled Davis, but Wayne Barnes happy enough with it as another kick comes in, and the mark is called just inside the 10, and Billy taps it quickly, and Good will kick it downfield, and Leicester a little bit enthusiastic on the old chase, and they weren't the designated distance away, so it will be a free kick, and Farrell will thump this downfield looking for space but doesn't find it, and then Stewart will fire that back. Bit of kick tennis to kick us off here as Good now looks for the space, and it bounces in front of Stewart, who again kicks. Jesus. More kick tennis. I'm not gonna just describe kick tennis, but that does go out. It's not on the full, so it will be a Leicester line out just inside their own 10. He's English, not up to the Farrell sarcasm yet. Jay, watching as we've had a power cut my end. Of all the days and times. Oh, no way. Well, welcome in, Jay. Thanks for joining us. We'll bring you the action as it comes. We're a bit like a radio show here, if I'm honest. But we'll try and give you everything we've got going on as Leicester just roll round the corner a couple of times and try and just clean this ball up that's gone a little bit messy, and Wigglesworth will go up to the air, and that will be Malins who takes that and beats the first defender, but then chopped down as Jamie George carries up just short of their own 10 Saracens now. And again we go to the boot as we have more kick tennis, but it's a poor kick from Stewart, and Ezekiel about 20 metres back just picks it off just above his head, but it is knocked on in the contact, and we will have a Leicester scrum. So Leicester led off the hook there by Saracens. Poor kick. Ezekiel there just tries to bump Stewart off, and as he does, just spills the ball. Good work there from Stewart. Lovely jubbly. 12 votes on the poll. 67% of you in favour of Leicester, 33 in favour of Saracens. Oh, it's just it boot like a Toblerone, that Stewart. Just watching the replay there. Just catches the inside of his boot rather than the laces, and it's just straight down Ezekiel's throat. And a free kick for Saracens at the scrum. So Leicester will have the free kick on their own 10. I think it was early engage, but from the free kick, Ford puts that sky high. There's so much height on that. Malin's under huge pressure from Harry Potter, and Aled Davis will try and use his forwards to get back into his 22 so he can get a box kick away. Jay, is Malin's wearing matching arm leggings with Daly today? No, I don't think they have got leggings on. I think most players only wear leggings on 4G because it is an absolute brutal beast on the old skin. I know that a mark is called by Good just inside the 22. So smart from Good as he just waves to settle his players. Yeah, I think Yeah, I think they only wear leggings on 4G. I know a few players have had skin grafts, haven't they, from 4G? It's nasty stuff. As that is kicked to touch. It's a decent nudge, to be fair. About halfway between the 10 and 22 of Leicester. So Leicester with the line out there. 7 likes on the stream. We are trying to get to 10 by half time. Let's see if we can get that there. That would be amazing. We had such good streams last week for likes. So thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. I keep saying we, but it is the royal we. Let's have a look at the old sub counter as well. We got to 1. We got to 9-10. We're at 9-11. Let's go. We are ticking our way down to that 1,000 mark. As Maitland carries up and is dragged down by Chris Ashton and turned over as Leicester try to counter-attack. Wigglesworth into the forwards. He's met by Billy Vunipola and stopped absolute dead. And oh, for God's sake, stop kicking the ball. George Ford puts it up and it's marked again. Tapped quickly by Good, who asks the referee if they're 10. McFarlane then has a carry. Like, I get it's knockout rugby, and I get we're trying to put other teams under pressure with territory, but you're so much better off ball in hand. In these conditions, it's not that greasy. It's not that greasy. And everything at the minute is being kicked. As Saracens go for the box kick, almost charged down there. And this will be Potter to Ford. Spreads it to Stewart, who puts a little chip through and tries to keep it in play, but not able to. And it's ushered out by Elliot Daly. Talk to me, people. What do you think about the kicking game? I think the kicking game is phasing out. I think it's an overused tactic that isn't really working anymore. You let me know what you think, though. It's fucking boring as well, isn't it? So, kicking... Oh, there were some kicking stats, but I missed them. Ezekwe up in the middle then and brought down and into the maul as Saracens look to get a little shove on here, but going nowhere against this strong Leicester pack. So they carry up in midfield, and Davis again, a quick box kick, has to retreat a couple of metres to find the space to get it off. And well taken by Potter. Genge now carries up. And again we're having another box kick from Wigglesworth. These mistakes just aren't coming. As the chase is a fair... Oh, I say the mistakes aren't coming, and there is one. Alan Davis, it goes straight through the basket, and Leicester get the ball back just outside of the 22 as Porter carries up. Ford has a carry. Bodies over. Advantage over for the knock-on. As Wigglesworth moves it and Genge goes out the back door. There's a little bit of space and there's a chip through, but it's never... Maroney's never going to get there. There's too many people in the backfield. And as I say that, Good decides that he's going to try and have a little show and go. It is going to be a 5-metre scrum for Leicester. Great pressure from the Leicester chase. Jesus Christ, Good just put it into touch. Too dangerous to be playing with the ball there. On his own try line. And all of a sudden, Saracens under huge pressure. 5 metres out with a Leicester scrum. I take it all back about the kicking game. I take it all back. The commentator's curse. Maroney there with the chase, and he just didn't give up. So Leicester with the scrum, looking to come a bit hard. Right, talk to me as well. What's your tipple this afternoon? I'm on a coffee at the minute, but second half we will have a beer. But what's your tipple? Fleshing? You got your wine glass out, or are you in your you got your Pinot in your whiskey tumbler this afternoon? Or have you got one of them B&Q hot dog and coffees? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. What's your tipple this afternoon? What are you up to? Who are you watching the game with? Where are you watching the game? Are you in the pub? Maybe you're in the pub. Maybe you're there. And if you're there, what the hell are you listening to me? Right. So we're going to get this reset. Both teams getting a bit of a shove on early doors. No ball in yet. So just a lot of pressure on this scrum. Wayne Barnes just wants to get it right as Luke Pearce gives him a little bit of advice from the sideline. Ash Splash is prowling. Apparently, never scored at a Premiership Final. There you go. Fun fact about Chris Ashton. Saracens set up fairly narrow, expecting a pick and go here. Yeah, Sauvignon in the whiskey and a Greg steak bake. Oh, you are living the dream. As this crab sideways, the ball is available at the back, but Saracens win the penalty. Benno slapping arses and backs all over the place, and Ellis Gens just comes to find out what's gone on. It has collapsed, and Wayne Barnes deems at the fault of Leicester. So off the hook Saracens, and Daly will kick this. Lead boot Daly fires this downfield, and looks like they're going to make it up to their own 10. So not as big a kick as he would have hoped for. 18 of you in here. Welcome in, everybody. We are 2 likes away from our target for half time at of 10. Jesus, Farrell's loving a bit of that. So if we can get it up to 10 likes, that would be amazing. Welcoming one and all, though. Have a vote on the poll. Have a chat. Say hello. Don't be shy. We're interactive as Saracens go up and down into the middle. And this is set up into the maul. Billy on the charge. Breaks away. Dancing feet beats 2. Wigglesworth with the tackle. And a chip through from Malins in the offload. And it will dribble into touch. Sexual gravy from Billy Vunipola there. As he just dances past tacklers for fun. And gets the offload away to Max Malins, who puts a cheeky chip through. Hoping to win the foot race. But his shoulder barged to the ground anyway. He was never going to get there. Oh, here they go again. I think they're screwing. I think they're screwing panels to posts now. So I think we're near the end. Right. Okay. So up, down into the maul go Leicester and get the drive on, and they're making a little bit of ground early doors as it starts to wheel, and Ellis Gens just makes his way, swims his way to the back, and Wigglesworth then looks for some options. Not a lot on. As who's that? I think that's Porter's driven down, and the tackler's not rolling away as he's got his knee to ground. Kept trying to drive him back, and Farrell is caught lying on the floor, lying all over the tackle, as well as Tompkins, and it will be a Leicester penalty. So an opportunity to relieve the pressure for Leicester as George Ford eyes up the touchline and will find touch on his own 10. Decent nudge from him. That is a beautiful tash. Who's that? Is that Jasper Weiser? As again they're up into the middle and they're down into the maul position, but it's spilt backwards, so they will try and rescue this. McFarlane just told to get his hands out of there, and Wigglesworth will put this one up into the Twickenham afternoon sky as Earl has a carry. Forward set up, and it's Billy again who will charge up and is chopped down probably 2 metres behind the gain line there, so not a great run from him, but as a result Aled Davis opts for the aerial route, tries to knock a plane out the sky with that one. That's gone a long way up, and great work from Weiser to bring that one down And Billy Vunipola giving away the penalty as he tries to reach through and grab Wigglesworth. Leicester then trying to bounce off tackles around the corner. They're up over the 10. There's nothing on, so Ford tries to dink one through and will come back for the penalty. So an opportunity here, you would think, for Leicester to draw level. Playing line is the call from Wayne Barnes. So George Ford makes his way over slowly and has a little point at the old sticks. And the headphones have gone. So we will have, we are going to have an attempt to level this up as Ford lines up this kick. And yeah, all is good there. Just get this audio fixed. Saracens coach is just having a little word here, and he is fairly happy with what he's seeing at the moment, which is always good. As George Ford eyes this one up. We are 2 likes away, 22 of you in here. George Ford, the nerves are getting the better of him as again he misses a kick. He did this a lot in the semis. Didn't have a really good kick success rate, and another chance. Well, I say another chance. It's their first chance really. Goes a begging. So Saracens will have the 22 dropout, and Farrell eyes up where he wants to put this and will fire this downfield straight down the middle and straight down Ford's throat, who puts up a massive spiral bomb up above the second tier as Stewart makes it there first and tips that one backwards, and Leicester back in control as it goes wide and long to Ellis Genge, who has to retreat a little bit to collect it, and not a lot of sting in that attack. It's Leicester trying to now breach the Saracens 10. Little chip over the top, but I think there's an advantage coming. No, there's not. And Aled Davis just a little shake of the hips and makes some space and has a chip through himself. And Ford has a go. Tips it onto Potter. Looking for some support. There's not a lot coming. Cox straight over the ball. And it will be a Saracens penalty. Great work from Saracens there. They are really squeezing the life out of Leicester, as worrying scenes on TV for the Leicester fans as George Ford just, oh yeah, he just rolls over his ankle, inside of his ankle, just rolls inside, and he looks in an awful lot of pain. Billy Burns is on the bench, I believe, so it's not a bad replacement. Yeah, just twists on the inside in the tackle, and then again on the second step, and he does not look in good shape. Yeah, Billy Burns just getting himself loose on the sideline there. So, not good news if you're a Leicester fan. The main man himself, George Ford. Freddie Burns, first Premiership Final. He's been around the houses a little bit, hasn't he? I thought he might have had 1 or 2 more finals than that. He's another lad that's on the way out, isn't he? Billy Burns. Let's have a look. Nope, don't know. Right, so they're just he's just having a little walk around, see if he can get any weight on it. And as he tries to jog, he just puts his hands on his knees. He doesn't look comfortable at all. He shakes his head. He's coming off. He's coming off. It is the end of George Ford's afternoon. 23 minutes into the game. And that is how he's going to end his Leicester career, unfortunately. Wayne Barnes just in and says you need to make a decision now. I'm saying Billy Burns. It's not even Billy Burns, is it? It's Freddie Burns. Yeah. Hands on his head. Hands over his eyes. He's gutted as he limps across the field, and Leicester fans around the stadium give him a standing ovation as he leaves the field in a Leicester Tigers shirt for the final time. And now the medics put their arms around him and just give him a little bit of support. Burns is in. Right. I'm going to try and keep up with the subs today, and bring those changes to you live. Freddie Burns. So Burns now will take on Farrell in that 10 channel. And Saracens will have the line out then. Where are they? About 5 metres outside their own 22. As Leicester turn that over. Sorry, 5 metres outside the Leicester 22. My apologies. There we go. As that goes up and tries to get the strip, and Mako just makes it there first as Ford now darts one through. There's a little bit of space as Stewart scampers across and gets hold of it, and Daly hunts him down up to the Saracens 10. Tommy Raffel with a carry then and brought down by Aled Davis. Question marks whether Itoje was onside and from the Leicester players, but Wayne Barnes happy with it, and Wigglesworth says, right, no, let's settle this back down. We'll go back to the kicking game. This works so well. 25 of you in here. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. 16 votes on the poll. 69% of you think Leicester. 31% of you think Saracens. 8 likes on the stream. We've got 15 minutes left of the half. We need 2 more likes. Can we get 2 more likes for our goal of 10 by half time? I would suggest with 28 of us in here, we should be able to. Anyway, Saracens now set up a box kick of their own, and Aled Davis will put that up just inside their own 10 and will make it just up to halfway, as it is knocked on by Stewart and discipline falling apart for Leicester as Wayne Barnes. Ooh, we've got some foul play. Aled Davis, headshot with the shoulder. This could be a red card. This could be a red card in the Gallagher Premiership Final. The TMO has alerted Wayne Barnes. We are going upstairs. Shit is hitting the fan. At the minute, as the game stands, Saracens have a penalty just inside the Leicester half for chat back to Wayne Barnes. There's not a lot of mitigation in this. He's upright. He hits him with force with the shoulder in the face. Initial contact is with the head. This is going to be a red. This is going to be a red card. Nobody wants to see a red card. I haven't even got a red card. Right, so Wayne Barnes says it's definitely foul play. It's just going to be what colour. Let's have a look at it at full speed. It's going to be a yellow card. It's going to be a yellow card. It's not a high enough degree of danger, says Wayne Barnes. I mean, I don't mind that too much, if I'm honest, because I don't want the game ruined. But Aled Davis will take 10 minutes in the bin. Right, so Wayne Barnes says to the Leicester captain, we will get the decision, but you can't scream at us. Stop screaming at us. Which I think is fair enough. So we will see what Saracens do there. As Freddie Burns lines up this penalty kick from hand. He's way too far out for a kick at post. He's in his own half. So he will go to the touch. And Leicester will set this up from a line out on the Saracens 10. Caden, surely a red. Yeah, I agree. But what I've noticed of late is the referees have started to stop trying to ruin games. There's a lot of pressure on referees to get the red cards out of the game because there've just been too many this season. 22 in all, which is just too many. And Leicester spin this out wide. Stewart, Ashton, he's just got Good to beat. He can't, and Earls is in over the top. Is it gonna? They're just able to get this back, and Leicester now 3 meters out. Here come Leicester. Ellis Genge puts his head down and drives forward, just 2 meters away from the line as Mako crawls out. They go for the pick and go. It's a try for Leicester. I can see the ball down. Referee Wayne Barnes has... he has awarded it. It is going to be a try for Leicester. And that's the first try of the game. Leicester instantly taking advantage of the one-man overlap. And it's Weiser, I think, with the try. Great work from Stewart. Just holds on as long as he can, and halfway through the tackle, he's just popped it off to Ashton. Ashton trying to run over the top of Alex Good, who he isn't able to in the end, but it sets up everything, and it just tickles the whitewash as Farrell gets one in the face from Montoya. And it's Liebenberg with the try. If that's not the final, it would probably be a red. Yeah, I agree, Fleshing, 100%. Java, oh man, I love your excitement. Who are you supporting? Nobody. I don't care who wins. I just love a bit of ruggers. Yeah, I'm not really backing anybody on this. I just loving the game. Right. Great work from Stewart, as I mentioned. And I tell you what, it's a great chase from Elliot Daly. He absolutely flings himself to get there. Breaks his back. And it's 7-3 as the conversion is good. And Wigglesworth fires the kickoff back to the 10. And Billy takes it down on his chest and has a carry up to halfway. Techers, Billy. 30 of you bad boys in here, 9 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can get it to 10. Come on, we've got 12 minutes to get it to 10 as Wigglesworth can't roll out the way and advantage coming for Saracens. It's just about within Farrell's range. Farrell tries to flick one out the back door to Daly and doesn't quite make it, and Daly has to scamper around, and Leicester in over the top, and we are going to go back for the penalty. And you would think Saracens probably will kick this one for the posts. Your phone keeps going off. My apologies. There we go. Put it on silent. I can't hear it because I've got the cans on, and my monitor isn't particularly loud. That's why my wife keeps shouting at me for shouting at you. Who are we wanting to win? Who are we wanting to win, big lad? I mean, Leicester, really, of the two sides. I think, you know, it's a bit of a fairy tale ending for Genjan Ford that they probably deserve. As Elliot Daly lines up this kick, he has pointed at the posts. Dan Cole's work in that try was bloody good for an old fella. He's not that old though, is he? I think he just looks old. Yeah, he's 33. Oh no, that's Dan. That's yeah, no, that's Dan Cole. 1987. Oh, he's 30. Well, this says 30. Right, I was born in 88 and I'm 33. He was born in 87 and he's just turned 35. Okay. He's just turned 35. Yeah, okay, he's an old bugger. Phil, drown out the neighbours with your excited screams. Why not? That one sails through, so it's just a 1 point game now. Leicester 7, Saracens 6, 33. 35. Yeah. I know. I got it wrong. God, it feels worrying that 87, which is only a year before I was born, is 35, and I'm 33. Not really old for a tight head though. No, he's got 3 or 4 seasons in him yet. He's only just turned 35. Right, Tompkins finds a bit of open space and he steps almost into Visa's grasp, and Good with a box kick of his own. It's not a great one, but Stewart will pick it up on the bounce. And Potter will have a little snipe as he makes an extra 5 metres before Wigglesworth looking for a forwards pod just to slow the game down a little bit and bring some order and discipline back. Shape, that's the word I was looking for, to proceedings before he sets up the box kick. 11 likes! Let's go! Thank you so much. We've got 9 minutes left of the half. Let's see if we can get to 15. If John Afoa can play until he's 70, then Coles can play for another few years. Yeah, you're not wrong. Come in, for fuck's sake. Come in where? Your mum? I could do that. Charge down! And it's Ashton! Oh! Maroney, he's tripped! And Farrell is brought down inside his own dead ball zone. I think we need to have a look at that trip. Wow, let's bring that back. Farrell goes for the up and under. Wigglesworth charges it down. He's got no idea where it's gone, but Ashton does, and he's on it. And he's working his way to the touchline. He's got 2 men on him, so he tries to chip one through for Maroney. And Good falls down somehow in front of Maroney and trips him up. Farrell's there to clean up the mess he made. But he's tackled inside his own dead ball zone, and I think we're having a look. at the trip. Come in your mum, it's lines like that is why I'm here. Knock knock from next door. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I get in so much trouble with my wife. Right. Okay, so Saracens get the early shove on in this morning. Knees are down and we're going to get this reset. It's not stable at all. 11 likes, 7 minutes to go. Can we get it to 15? There are 30 of you sexy mofos in here. Let's see what we can do. Most Premiership finals. Alex Good and Richard Wigglesworth, both with 8 Premiership finals each. Owen Farrell was 7. Brad Barrett was 7. George Shooter was 7. Jordan Murphy was 7. Jeez, there's some names in there. Right. 9-12 on the subs, so let's go. Would be hard. She's scattered over the creme. That's all right. I don't mind a jigsaw puzzle, mate. I don't mind a jigsaw puzzle. Keep me occupied on a rainy day. I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry. I can't be saying shit like that. Right, it's a penalty to Leicester. Mako Vanapola collapses the scrum. And Genge opting for the tip and go. Wrigglesworth just tells him to come in a couple of metres. And he'll have a carry. Big carry. Into McFarland. Oh! It's a try for Leicester! Where's he come from? He's come at a huge speed. Who is it? It's Weiser! He's come out of nowhere. Like an absolute train. Leicester 12, Saracens 6. Yes, you can. I'm sorry. It's mudding season. Right. There we go. Absolute scenes at Twickenham. The big bad wolf is huffing and puffing, but at the minute, the little tiger's house stands tall. Oh god, that was one of them cheesy commentary analogies, wasn't it? Oh fucking hell. I need to go and have a word with myself. I'm so sorry. Right. I tell you what, this fence better be the most beautiful fence I've ever seen. They're doing my head in. 2 Safa tries. Welcome in, Ryan. And the kick's no good. Oh. And okay, so we're going to get the aerial shot of this now. As the okay, I see. So the pod, the carry pod set up inside, and then out of nowhere they flash hard around the corner, going blind, and Visa is in, and Leicester take advantage of the yellow. Right, so 11 likes, 3.5 minutes to go. Can we get it to 15? 4 of you need to like, 34 of you in here. I'm sure you can find it in yourself to help the stream out. As the kickoff is deep into the 22, and Wrigglesworth fires this back just over halfway for Good to collect, who opts to run it. Saracens behind the 8 ball a little bit as Leicester hold on to this 5-point lead, and they are going to have to opt to run it more often. As Ali Davis has returned to the field now, so we can turn off the yellow card. As Malin's driven back, Saracens in between the 10 and the halfway as Billy has a carry. Ford fires one inside for Earls, who gets himself just short of the 10. Mako plays 9, and Farrell has a little dart himself. Flicks it off the floor. That's beautiful. And Mako hands one off. Gets dragged down by the second inside the 10 now, and Saracens on the front foot. Space out wide if they can use it. Daly. Good. Chips one through. It's going to be a difficult one for Stewart, who's... Oh, he's about a metre out, and he's using every inch of strength he's got in his body to drive it back, and it's a high tackle from Ben Earls, who lets Leicester off the hook. Good work from them. Power of the moustache. I tell you what, it's a beautiful piece of caterpillar from Visa. That used to be their sponsor, wasn't it, Caterpillar? I remember that. Right, so I mean, Saracens just stepping it up a gear. And Burns will fire this downfield. So far, Leicester have conceded 6 penalties. Saracens conceded 5. And All gravy, baby, at the moment. We're up to 913 subs. Let's go. Thank you so much, everybody. 2 subs away from 915. We're on the road to 1,000. Let's have a look at the old poll. 25 of you have voted on that. 72% of you think Leicester. 28% of you think Saracens and Leicester have possession from the line out. And they're just going to use a forward pod to get things reorganised. And Wigglesworth sees that it's almost half time. We need to work this clock a little bit and go into the half ahead. And we'll kick that up, and it's backwards off green, and I think Leicester have got it. Ball Sarri's side, says Luke Pierce. So Saracens with possession. Just short of halfway, and they are going to have to run this if they want to get back into this game before the half. They've got a 3-man overlap, but Daly comes back inside and is met by Porter. Mako Vunipola then has a carry, supported by George, as Visa tries to burst through the middle, and Zekre is there to clear him out of that. Billy out the back door to Farrell again. There's some space out there as Tompkins tries to find Maitland, but ends up finding Malins as the clock goes red. Farrell to Billy Vunipola. Farrell takes it on the loop, and Ezekwe tries to take that, but it's no good, and referee Wayne Barnes blows up for the end of the first 40 of this final. What a half of rugby. Whoa, it's been creamy. Jesus. Sexual gravy out there. Both teams putting it all out and about. What a half of rugby. A lot of kicking, but we expected that, especially from Leicester. But this is going to open up in the second half. I can feel it in my waters. This is going to open up in the second half. Saracens 5 points behind. Ali Davis on a yellow card. He's back on the pitch, but he's going to have to be a little bit more careful with that tackle height. Whew. And breathe, people. Breathe. What are we saying? How are you feeling? Leicester fans, are you nervous? Are you excited? Saracens fans, are you worried? Talk to me. Talk to me. And while you're talking to me, we are going to take a short break so I can drain the main vein. And I'm going to come back with a tin of kangaroo piss. So we'll have a drinky poos in the second half. And if the rugby keeps going like this and the tries are being scored in this fashion, we're going to be windmilling by the end of this stream. Scenes we love to see. Right, I'll be back in 5. Enjoy the ad break. Hi rugby fans. Did you know how soothing and relaxing subscribing to Rugby Geeks can be? You didn't? Well, let me tell you in this soothing ASMR advert, which stands for something, but I have no idea what. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Okay. You sure? Subscribing to Rugby Geeks means you will be notified every time we go live, meaning you won't miss any of the action. Don't waste time and stress yourself out searching the internet for a broadcast if you didn't have the right channel to watch on TV. You will also join a community of like-minded rugby fans every weekend. Also, subscribing really helps the channel grow, and that's just a super nice thing to do. When you hit subscribe, listen, you can hear your blood pressure decreasing already. Go on, make my day. Subscribe.
Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Can you see it? The worst is over. The monsters in my head are scared of love. Finding people, listen up. It's never too late to change your love. So don't let them steal your light. Don't let them break your stride. There's light on the other side. You'll see all the rain clouds follow me. It's a revolution. Make it right. It's horrible.
Twerk it, baby.
Right, we are back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What a first half of rugby. I'm just going to try and see if we can find the tries. And I'll try and share them with you. Because I'm a badass mofo and I break the rules. Let's have a little look. Where's it going to be? BT Sports. Let's see if it's there. See if we can find them on Twitter. Okay. Right, so yeah, we've got some highlights here for you. Okay, let's have a look. Bear with me. I'll catch up with chat quickly. Are you covering the Bulls v Western Province game? Oh, you mean Stormers? Tonight? No, I'm out tonight, unfortunately. William, welcome in. Is this the try? Yeah, this is the try. This is what we want. Let's turn the sound off. Okay. Right. Let's see if this works. There we go. Oh, I'm not on there. Let's. Oh, sod it. It doesn't matter. You can still hear me, right? So, have a look at this from Elliot Daly. This is fantastic work from him to fight for the badge, to get back onto Stewart. And great support line here from Ashton as well. Stuff. Okay. So that was the first try. I'm not going to do the second try because I don't think I'm going to have time. Oh, we might have time. But let's just have a little look at this. So this, my friends, this is the yellow card. Now for me, there is no doubt in my mind that there is zero mitigation there. That is clearly a shoulder in the face. Let's just wind it back just a little touch and we'll rock and roll that. Look at that. That is shoulder in the smush. That's a red card for me. I mean, nobody wants to see red cards, but Aled Davis has got to do more there to get low. There is no mitigation. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. 31 of you in here. We've got 12 likes on the stream. Oh, I'm showing you all the... There we go. We're back. 31 of you in here. 12 likes on the stream. Let's go. We're getting ready for the second half. Let me know what you think as well. Who's going to win this one? I'm on the kangaroo piss now. We've got the good stuff out. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Who's going to win this one? Let's have a little look at the poll. 31 votes on the poll. 71% of you think that Leicester. 29% of you think Saracens. There are 12 likes on the stream. Let's get it to 15 before we kick off again. Why not? And we are one sub away from 9:15. Can we get to 9:15 by the end of the stream? I believe in you guys. Okay. So, we are just waiting for these players to come back out. Team talks are underway. BT Sports are showing their adverts, so we've already done our ad breaks. We don't need 2 ad breaks, do we? We're all gravy. I want to show you the other try, but I don't want to get the stream taken down. Oh, sod it. Why not? What they're going to do? Demonetize a channel that's not monetized? Let's get it. Let's get after it. I'll do a couple of pauses in it to try and make it look like we're not just watching the telly. Let's go back to that. There we go. Overhead view of that as well. So yeah, here's the overhead view. So you can see it's this pod of forwards that are going to be the try scoring forwards, and we've got this pod here that are just going to set things up, space, and you can see this pod. Where are they? Just here. They're just starting to set up this side of the breakdown. These players here are being tied to staying on the open side, and then all of a sudden when they're not looking for the try, happy days. So those are the 2 tries and the yellow card. Let me know your thoughts. Grant should have been red all day long. Should have been a red card. Aled Davis can feel a very, very lucky boy. But there we go. 40 of you in here. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am, because it's been an absolute belter in the first half. Interestingly, though, just looking at some of the stats, 50-50 on possession. I think that's about right. In terms of kicking, though, 46 kicks from hand. It's just too many in a game like this. There's plenty of opportunity for running rugby in June. At the end of June. There's no need to be kicking so much. And I think it's killed some of the momentum of the game. I think teams could have built something. But there we go. Not every team can be Harlequins, I suppose. Harlequins, of course, love to run it back. Right, so the second half is about to get underway. It looks like the players are making their way back out to the field. We're just seeing some aerial shots of what is the beautiful stadium of Twickenham. Here they come. Yeah, players just coming out of the tunnel now. To be fair, it only got good with the sending off. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, no, you're right. It was very cagey early on, wasn't it? And you know, Freddie Burns hopefully will kick less than George Ford does. George Ford, you know, is very reliant on that spiral bomb. But yeah, right. So the players are pretty much on their way out. I'm just looking to see if there's been any changes. It doesn't look like it yet. And I say that Alex Lazowski is on. Elliot Daly's going to move out onto the wing. So I'm not sure who's gone off here. We'll work it out in a minute. And George Ford there, crutches and a boot. Sits down on the bench next to Ben Youngs, who looks absolutely gutted for him. And you'll be out getting hanging baskets tomorrow to make that fence look pretty on your side. No, it's the other side they're doing. But no, the missus has put some hanging baskets on the shed for the little one because she wanted the shed to look pretty. Anyway, whistle is gone, and Leicester get us underway, and they kick this off just outside of the 22, and Billy Vanapola leaps like a, well, it wasn't a salmon, that's for sure, like a languid bulldog as he takes that, and Aled Davis will fire that back up to halfway for Steward to take it, and he's absolutely nailed legally by Owen Farrell, and Genge with a little tip on. Leicester just looking to organise things and set things up, and then the caterpillar is out, and Wigglesworth will fire this downfield. How long will Leicester keep Ben Youngs on the bench for as well? There's another question, isn't it? Right, we're going to try and update some of this as we go, as we've got a bit more kicking game. So, oh, it's Elliot Daly that's gone off. As more kicking backwards and forwards. Right, so it's Maitland that's gone off. Oh god, this is going to be a right mess to fix. Okay, so Maitland off. Daly goes out to the wing as we have a line out for Leicester, and they get them all set and going. Tompkins has moved to 13. Advantage for Leicester as they try to spin this wide, and pressure coming on. Little bit of space for Potter as Lewowski brings him down with Tompkins. Another penalty advantage coming for Leicester, this one in a more favourable position for the boot. Burns pops that through, but we're coming back for the penalty. So Leicester will have the penalty. Apologies, I'm just trying to get this team sheet up to date, as Saracens have a complete reshuffle of their back line. Alright, let's catch up with any chat, which there've been none. Marvellous. Right then, let's set some challenges for you lot then. We've got 33 votes on the poll. 73% of you say Leicester, 27% of you say Saracens. We've got 12 likes on the stream at the minute. Let's see if we can get it to 20 by full time. There is 27 of you in here. So plenty of you in here that haven't yet liked the stream. It helps us out so much in terms of getting that stream out there in front of people. So, you know, please feel free to do that as Freddie Burns lines this kick up at the post. It's a big old boot he's got to swing here, but 50 metres this one. I reckon this is right on the peripheries of his range. He's 1 from 2. He's got some notes on the back of his hand as well. Interesting. And the kick. Oh! Misses by a hair's breadth. And Farrell will touch that down in the dead ball zone for the 22 dropout. So Leicester having the better of the first 4 minutes of this second half. But Saracens will kick that downfield to about their own... to the Leicester 10, and Potter will carry up. Visa then trying to make his way up towards halfway. And Wigglesworth says, no, if you want to beat us, you're going to have to do it from deep in your own half. As Billy carries a little flick out the back door to Malins, who fires that downfield, and Potter is underneath that inside his own 22, gives it to Burns, who kicks away himself. Aled Davis under that and fires that to Farrell, who fires one down. Oh my God, it's just 20. Who can hit the 22 the best here? As more kick tennis as Farrell retrieves that one just outside the 22 this time and puts up a big old bomb of his own. Burns then with a little step decides that this is the time he's going to run it, and Stewart, wow, takes that one-handed, can't really control it, and as he's falling forwards puts a little boot on it, and Saracens will have the ball now on their own 10. There's space out wide as there's a bit of a 2-on-1 as Daly chips one over the top and bouncing around, and Leicester fire that back downfield, but it's still in their own half as Farrell collects that and has a little run, offloads it to McFarland. Saracens up to the Leicester 10. All go here at Twickenham as Leicester turn it over. Wrigglesworth under pressure from Itoje, but has a little wriggle out of that and puts a boot to ball because he's got no options around him. Alex Good sees some space, and this is going to trickle dead. And Potter picks it up, and rather than dotting it down, will fire that down towards halfway. Stays in field as Daly keeps it alive. Malins carries up into Genge and Coles, and it's turned over again. And another boot downfield. The question, Leicester just saying to Saracens now, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. You're going to have to run through us from range. As that trickles away, and Daly fires that downfield. That's an absolute monster boot from deep inside his own 22. Finds the Leicester 10. I don't think Leicester have got enough points on the board to be playing this kind of rugby. This come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. I think that's a little bit too risky. I think they need to still be. Yes, they need to be defensive, but they also need to have one eye on scoring a try. And at the minute, it's just get the ball, fire it away. Match stats turnover 7 Leicester turnovers to Saracens 1. Leicester then with the line out just inside their own, just outside their own 10. As that goes up at the middle, and the line out, the maul is sacked, and again the caterpillar is set, and again Wigglesworth opts to kick away. 13 likes on the stream. 34 of you sexy bastards in here. What are we saying? What's your tipple for the second half? We've got kangaroo piss on the go here as Farrell fires this downfield. And this will again trickle. Oh, Burns nearly runs into the posts as he collects that one. And again tries to find touch on the bounce, and again Daly fields that comfortably, and Billy Vunipola then on top of that, and Coles over the top of it, but his hands touch the ground and has to stop playing the ball. Davis goes blindside. Good, and Daly on the switch. Tompkins with a filthy show and go that has fooled nobody. A little bit of backdoor work from Saracens now, realising that kicking isn't going to be enough as they're up to the Leicester 22. And it's knocked on in the contact, and Leicester off the hook, kicking away. There's no one home downfield, and the chase is on. And it's into touch in the 22. And the crowd go wild, and Gens just there, just simmer down, he says. Unbelievable. Let's watch this back on the replay. McFarlane then spills that, it's Lazowski spills that forward off of Zikre's knee. And I think it's Freddie Burns just slots his boot through it. Nobody home for Saracens. Malin's trying to keep it in play, and as he dives over the top of it to bring that back under control, his knee slides it into touch, and Leicester bring the pressure on inside the 22, and Ben Young's on the touchline, screams in celebration. Absolute scenes at Twickenham. Scenes you love to see. And Kevin Sinfield, there, the Leicester defence coach, done some fantastic charity work for his best buddy this year, and the last couple of years actually. He's done some really grueling endurance challenges. So great work from him, and a slip of the old lid as well to him. He's been phenomenal, hasn't he? And part of this amazing Leicester resurgence. Right, so the line out goes up at the front. Otoji trying to steal it, and is he paid him in the end? No, everything's fine, says the referee Wayne Barnes, and he swam through the middle there. Advantage penalty coming for Leicester. Montoya then, just outside of the 22 now, Leicester, as they look to put this pressure on this Saracens defence. Burns then chips one through. There's no advantage coming. And we go back. We go back for the penalty then. So, okay. Whew. Unbelievable scenes. 14 likes. Let's go. We're one away from 15. Can we get there? As they roll down, it's Vincent Koch that he just walks up the side and then slots himself into the middle of the maul, which is very illegal. And we will have another line out. I think we'll have another line out. We are going to have another line out. Oh, Malin's is having a bit of a mare today. I mean, he hasn't been too bad. I wouldn't say write him off, but yeah, no, it's not been his best performance. And so Leicester up and down into the maul, 5 metres out as they look to get the squeeze on. Another advantage. Koch just cannot stay in. Is something I say to my wife on a regular basis. As it's another penalty, this time 5 metres out. Ellis Genge prowling up and down, surely thinking about going for the tap and go from here, or are they going to take another line out? I don't know, my headphones have gone. What's going on here? I've lost my headphones, they're not working. Right, so they've opted for the line out. And Montoya up at the front again, and again they set them all, but this time Saracens wise to it as they get set early, and the initial drive is back, but Leicester start to splinter away, and it crabs infield. More bodies pile in as the backs come to join. Absolute scenes as Leicester inch their way forward, and it's been sacked. But legally, says Wayne Barnes, and Genge then, on his own, waiting for support, fighting for his life, eventually comes to ground about 8 metres out. Leicester need to reorganise as Wigglesworth gets absolutely shotted over the top of the breakdown there. As I think it was Dan Coles that was cleared out of that. And Freddie Burns fires one at Potter, who holds on. Leicester then scrapping away, looking to find a hole in this Saracens defence as it's a big crossfield kick. Daly underneath it, as is Ashton, and is dragged into touch. Daly takes the ball and drags him into touch, and Daly's fuming with his fellow Saracens. No support coming across the field for him. No options available to him, and he's left in a one-on-one with Chris Ashton. But to be fair, if Daly had been able to get away from Ashton, it was a breakaway try, all against the run of play. Daly played at fullback, centre and wing in the last 3 months. As we have a change for Leicester. Hayes is coming on. And Dan Coles is coming off. So we'll make that change on our old team sheet. Oh, that's good. Oh, there he is. Joe Hayes on. Dan Cole off. So again, up and down into the maul, 7 metres out. Leicester applying this heavy pressure. Looking to squeeze it forward, and again in comes the backs. Porter's mad keen to get involved in some of this mauling today. As Wigglesworth is dragged in by Itoje. And it's a right mess of bodies as it comes down, and legally, says Wayne Barnes, and Saracens fall all over the ball, and it will be a Sarries scrum. Relief for them. Oh, I think my headphones have died. I think I've stood on the lead one too many times. There we go. We've got headphones back. That's marvellous. 48 of you in here. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. You are witnessing a awesome game. Fantastic work from Daly, says Grant. I mean, you're not wrong. That was an amazing take under huge pressure. I'm not sure why he was so livid with everybody else, but you know, they survive as pressure on this scrum. And again, we're going to have this reset as Wayne Barnes just wants to make sure that everybody's settled, and we're going to get a decent contest first time round. Okay. If you are just joining us, of course, welcome in. Welcome in. We are trying to get to 20 likes on the stream today by full time. We're just 5 away. Can you help us out? 41 of you beautiful, beautiful people in here. As a penalty for Saracens from the scrum as Leicester collapse. We were 1 sub away from 9:15 as well, weren't we? I haven't checked that for a little while. 9:16, let's go. Is there 4 of you in here that want to sub as well? It's free to do. Let's see if we can get to 9:20. Right. Well, Leicester assistant coach there talking to BT just said the game right now is a territory battle. I couldn't disagree more. Go and score a try. Go and put it beyond 1 score. You've got to get beyond 1 score against Saracens because they will keep coming. They won't die. As Billy is just on the floor while this maul rolls round, and Aled Davis kicks that up into the air. And Stewart has been magnificent under the high ball today. Takes that at halfway, and everybody wrestling to keep that alive as Wigglesworth finds a pod of forwards about 7 metres in from the touchline on halfway. And Wrigglesworth says, I've seen enough of being anywhere near our own half, so this one will go up into the air. Off the legs of Billy, who dives on it and rolls, and Saracens allowed to have that one comfortably as McFarlane dances through 1 or 2 tackles. And Alan Davis again puts it up. Stewart, so good under the high ball. Leaps up like a salmon and takes that. And Ben Earls playing the ball off his feet. He looks in disbelief at Wayne Barnes. But he's been busted. Like a naughty kid with his hand in the cookie jar. And Montoya just having his fingers relocated. So we'll take a short pause for that. I love that. What you done? I've dislocated my finger. Nah, no worries. We'll just pop that back in. Don't do that, by the way. If you're on the touchline on a Saturday afternoon, don't be that guy that goes, yeah, I can do it. Just got to pull it, haven't you? It doesn't work like that, and you can do some serious damage. The amount of people that I see, like that I play with on a regular basis, Richard Shaw. You're one of those that just like their fingers like that. It's all over the plate. That was a really terrible example. Completely dislocated, pointing in the wrong direction. He just goes, and you're like, mate, you're going to trap a nerve in there or do some damage. Seek medical advice. Right, Maroney off, and on comes Scott. Matt Scott. So Leicester on the attack at the 22. Big carry. As Genge feeds Porter, who breaks the first tackle, and again Leicester in behind that Saracens defence, and Saracens having to scramble as again Genge comes hard. Wigglesworth trying to set this up. And again, Earls slow to roll away. Slow to get off the tackle as he tries to slow things down. But it is going to be a Saracens penalty. Clearing the man off the ball. Oh, sorry, holding on. Sorry, is the call. A lot of people look at Wayne Barnes in disbelief. No, respect for Barnesy, man. I love Barnesy. I think he's a great referee. I think he's one of the best in the game. 18 likes. Let's go. If you're new around here as well, give us a wave in the chat. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you enjoying the game? Are you watching the game? Are you just listening to my ramblings of an old nonsense man in his shed? Let me know what's going on with you. Right. Oh, we're 1 like away. Come on, boys, we can do this. Boys and girls, we can do this. 41 votes on the stream. 71% of you say Leicester. 29% of you say Saracens as Christie makes his way onto the field for Saracens. And off goes McFarlane by the looks of it. It is indeed. Christie on McFarlane off as Saracens from the line out from the penalty. Go round the corner once and don't like what they see, so they kick it up in the air. And Freddie Stewart says, I will eat those for breakfast all day, sunshine. You keep doing that. And again, Wrigglesworth says, not in our half. You've got to run it from your own half if you want any ball down here. And Ezequel's just picked up Chris Ashton and he's not happy about it. I don't blame him. Okay. Right, what have we got here? We've got a Saracens line out. Just inside their own 10. They go to the back. Typically not their most successful line out position. But it works on this time and the ball is set and driving forward slowly but surely towards the 10 as Billy on the floor underneath it all doesn't look particularly comfortable. As Alan Davis fires this up and Stewart takes that again comfortably. Had an amazing game at fullback. Rafael then carries up just over their own 10. And again, Wigglesworth says, fuck off, 9.5. We got the 20 likes! Let's go! Leicester butchered that. They had a massive overlap to the right. Did they? I didn't see. My apologies. Okay. So, Alan Davis says, okay, we are going to have to run it a little bit here. So we have a forward carry. And Farrell now puts this one up. And it's knocked forward by Potter. Unable to cling on to that one. And Farrell then charging through the middle as the advantage comes from Wayne Barnes. Davis goes blind. And there's a little hole for Lazowski, but not enough. Atoje. Farrell spins it out to Good. Bini Villapola. Chopped down by Weiser. Saracens agreeing with Leicester that they are going to have to run it back. So they have done with way much more success. As there's huge overlaps all around. There's Daly looking for support as he comes to ground. Oh, if he could have got that away. It was a walk-in. Wagwan, Casper, the friendly streamer. Wagwan, Tom Stern. You still holding that Discord wood? Discord wood. You hold it hard. There's Ezekwe. Squeeze balls that one illegally, but is allowed to play that 10 Saracens phases now. I think that's his most phases strung together in the game as Tompkins goes for the pick and go. Farrell squeezes out of the first tackle. Up to the 22 now, Saracens. Ben Earls, big carry. And now Leicester under all sorts of pressure as a Saracens show and go from Farrell. Almost squeezes him home. Tompkins looking for something to do. And we've got a little bit of Harlem Globetrotters as Lazowski feeds Billy Vanapola, who feeds George. There's a penalty coming, so it's a free ball for Saracens. It is just a penalty and the advantage continues for Saracens as they chip one over the top. And Stewart, well watched, dives on top of that. And Andy Good decides that he's going to have a little bit of afters and try and get the ball quickly off of Stewart. And right, this will be interesting now. There's plenty of time on the clock. So Saracens point to the posts, I think. Oh no, we've got something from the TMO here. I think we've got a HIA. Holy shit, we've got a load of substitutions here. So Charlie Clare is on. And Ben Youngs makes his way onto the field. Richard Wigglesworth had a fantastic day out today. Really good work from him. But he will come off and make way for the England scrum half. So Montoya has come off. And the kick is good. Is it? Yeah, the kick is good. Right, we need to bring some more of these subs on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my dash my phone across the room last night. Oh, Jesus. Not good. Right, we'll wait for the... Oh, what's going on here? Right, so Leicester 12, Saracens 9. Oh, Genge is off as well. What is going on here? There's subs galore. Right, so up into the air for Saracens. They are going to really push now. And now you don't even need a converted try for Saracens to win this game. Leicester probably just kicked possession away a little bit too much at the moment and have opened the door for Saracens as Ben Youngs fires this downfield again, just outside of the 22 for Billy Vunipola to take. And it is going to be a question now of, can Saracens just hold on long enough to run it back? No. Aled Davis says, fuck off, we're going to play the territory game with you. As Stewart, who's been magnificent under the high ball, fires that back downfield, down Aled Davis's throat. And Aled Davis sticks that down the tram lines. Bit of kick tennis going on. Burns now up in the air. Wigglesworth has been brilliant today. Absolutely borderline question mark for man of the match. Really, really smart play, controlled, organised the forwards beautifully. And Freddie Stewart again, super under the high ball. And Ben Youngs is just trying to organise what's going on here, and we'll sees that there's not a lot of options, so we're going to box kick this away. As Billy Vunipola takes that on the touchline, and he's done incredibly well to stay in field with two tacklers coming on. As Jamie George now carries up to the Saracens 10. Leicester emptying the bench quickly. I think that's a smart move. They've kicked an awful lot and their kick chase is slowing down a little bit. So get some fresh legs on there. Keep things fresh. As again they go aerial. Vincent Koch just trying to stay alive as Billy knocks that on. No pressure on him really. And we will have a Leicester scrum. Interesting. Billy's taken so many high balls so well. And we are going to have some changes. Van Zyl is on and Maui is on for Saracens. So off comes Aled Davis. No worries of a second yellow card for Saracens now. And it is going to be Mako that makes way as well. Mako Vunipola's 200th game for Saracens as well. There you go. There's a stat. Okay, so 13.5 minutes left of this. Billy Vunipola, 15 carries, 75 metres, 5 defenders beaten, 8 tackles made. He's had a cracking little day, isn't he? 21 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can get it to 25 by full time. I think that's achievable. Where are we on the sub counter? We're trying to get to 920 today. We're at 916. I think we. Well, I mean, we're happy with that. Okay. Scrum time for Leicester. Looking to wind this clock down. Take anything off this if they can. This has been an awesome final. Such a close game. Anybody could win it still. As it collapses. But the ball is available at the back. And Visa will carry up. And again, Vunipola there working hard. Ben Youngs goes up into the air. Pressure on Alex Good. And he calls the mark and looks to go quickly. And Right. Alex Good whinging that the Leicester players were offside. Wayne Barnes' response was, not really, mate, was it? Because you ran 10 metres past him. So you gotta love Barnes' chat. Awesome stuff. Oi, 45 of us in here. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. What a game of rugby we are witnessing. As Leicester lead Saracens by just 3 points, 12-9, with 12 minutes left on the clock. Leicester with the line out just inside their own 10. If you're new around here, do drop a sub or a like as well. We're trying to get to 25 likes before the end of the stream. Help a brother out, or drop a sub as well. We are on the road to 1,000. We are on 917. We were hoping for 920 by the end of the stream. I don't think it's going to be possible, but we have had an awesome day out nonetheless, so we'll take it. As a penalty comes in for Leicester, sacking the maul. Or is it contact in the air? It might be contact in the air from Itoji. He plays so much on the line of legal and illegal that, yeah. Freddie Burns apparently is struggling with cramp. So Stewart is going to kick this. And we'll see where this goes. As it's a fairly decent nudge, to be fair. It's in between the 22 and the 10 of Saracens. 11 minutes left on the clock. 11 minutes till somebody lifts this trophy. And Leicester slowly make their way towards the line out. Not in any rush to get this ball back in play as they go up at the front and down into the maul. Match stats, own line outs 1, 12 for Saracens, 5 for Leicester. That doesn't sound right. As the maul collapses and Ben Earls is delighted as he squeals and claps his hands as Saracens are awarded the scrum. Absolute scenes at Twickenham here. Edge of your seat stuff. World class rugby on display in the Gallagher Premiership Final. We absolutely love it. And just listening to the noise around the ground as well. So good to have fans back in the stands at full capacity. I mean, I know we've had it all season, but on the biggest stage, it's just absolute scenes. And just looking as well, you can see a few faces in the background there. You've got a Bristol Bears shirt, a London Irish shirt, a Munster shirt. It's just love of the game, and I love to see it. So Saracens awarded the penalty then from the scrum. Leicester collapsing. And Healy just saying there that the bench haven't quite had the impact he was hoping for. Conceding 2 penalties at the scrum, couple of pushbacks in the maul, couple of mauls coming to ground that shouldn't have done. And Saracens will have the line out just inside the Leicester half. So they go off the top and into midfield, out the back door to Farrell, and it's off Billy Vunipola. And Jasper Visa takes it, and he's going to have a little scrap and fight as he tries to make some ground. Ben Youngs goes quick. Potter is bundled into touch after a decent take there. Potter had to spin around, take it with his boots, flick it up, and yeah. Grant, Burns is not looking comfortable. I think he's suffering with cramp is what we're hearing. So yeah, he's not particularly comfortable, no. But he is going to battle through. I mean, it's the end of a long season, isn't it? Right, Taylor on, Tompkins off. As Saracens now look to empty their bench a little bit. Duncan Taylor. So Saracens up in the middle of the line out and down into the maul, but it's sacked legally by Leicester, who look now to push it wide. Bennell's on the pick and go. And it's a breakaway. Who's this? One man to beat. Saracens up to the 22. You can never say Saracens are out of it. Vincent Koch, 7 metres out. Saracens pressing forward. There's tons of space as Jamie George cuts inside. This could be it. 8 minutes left on the clock. Leicester under all sorts of pressure and they look tired. Here come Saracens again. Wave after wave. And Wayne Barnes is caught in the middle of the oncoming pack of Billy Vanapola and Vincent Koch. He gets wedged in there, so we are going to slow things down and have a scrum. Leicester will breathe a sigh of relief. Wow. Leicester have controlled this game from minute one, but at the cost of their legs, and they look tired now. And they're just not able to reload fast enough in defence. And Farrell just finds Jamie George, who cuts inside. And it's Ben Youngs that's having to try and get in over the top of that. And all sorts of problems for Leicester now. Scrum's not looking as tidy as it was. And all of a sudden, Saracens believe. The Wolves are howling. 60 of you bad boys in here. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. We're trying to get to 25 likes. Can you help us out? As Saracens set this up 6 metres out. Can Saracens break Tigers' hearts with 6 minutes left? It's not stable, so we'll have this reset. It's all over the place. Saracens tried to get an early shove on. Leicester retaliated, and then it started to crab. It's all over the shop. Absolute scenes at Twickenham this afternoon as the Gallagher Premiership comes to its conclusion. Last 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes on the clock now. And Leicester will be just hoping that they can cling on to this slender of slender leads. And we'll start to ask the question now. Did they over-egg those kicks? They asked Saracens to run it back at them. Eventually Saracens did. Here's Billy Vanapola off the base. Doesn't make any ground, just goes sideways. His vice is in over the top and his hands are on the deck and it's a Saracens penalty. 5 minutes to go. Right in front of the post, 5 metres out. Farrell's got to take the points. Billy Vanapola has stayed down. He does not look comfortable. His hands are over his eyes. We are going to take a moment here. Oh my days. 5 minutes to go. 3 points the deficit. What do you do? What's the call? Get in the chat. What is the call? What are we saying? Do you kick for posts or you tap and go? Tell me what you think. I'm going for posts. I'm just saying it now. I'd rather be equal than lose. There's too much on the line here for me. Go for the posts. What are you saying? Get in the chat now. 71% of you think Leicester. 29% of you think Saracens. 51 votes on the stream. We're looking at a head. Has there been foul play on Billy? Oh. This could be a yellow card. It's going to be a yellow card for Leicester. No mitigation. It is going to be a yellow card because he's absorbing the tackle. How is Vincent Koch still on the pitch? I've no idea. Good tackle by Barnes. Yeah, it wasn't a bad one, was it? It's Matt Scott that's gone to the bin for the Tigers. Let's give him a yellow card. Come on, give me the yellow card. Why won't you give me the yellow card? Right, they've gone for the posts, and we're all level with 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Right, we'll use this one up here. I think Binny Villapola's gone off, and I think he's been replaced by Ray. Yeah, head injury assessment. Billy's gone. So we'll update that in a minute. The kickoff is just outside of the 22, and Saracens look to box kick this away, as they have done all game. Up goes Stewart. Fantastic contest between him and Malins. Unbelievable scenes, Jeff. Have to take the 3. Grant agrees. Yeah, 100%. No option, is there? But it's all level at Twickenham. Everything on the line. Are we going to extra time? When was the last time we went to extra time? Was it Saracens Exeter? Was it Saracens Exeter or was it Saracens Saints? Anyway, kick tennis in play. As Malins does fantastic there, taking it above his head and gives it to Good, who will kick that downfield. Burns will retrieve it and dink one of his own as he cramps up. As he does it, Good slips but takes it fairly cleanly and slaps that one back for Burns, who's really struggling with the cramp. He chips one over the top for himself to chase. There's space. Oh, the bounce isn't kind. It just bounces over his head backwards, and but Leicester able to retain it. Leicester up and over the 10 then. Youngs has a little snipe. George Martin has a snipe. Well, tackler's got to roll away, surely. As the ball slowly becomes available. Big running hits as Saracens hold Leicester to this 10-metre line, or just inside it. Just looking to set something up. 2 minutes left on the clock as Billy now goes wide. Oh, the clear out man slips, but Leicester just able to retain possession. Did Billy go off? No, Billy's still on. Billy Vanapola, sorry. Yes, Billy Vanapola has gone off with a head injury assessment. Jackson Ray is on in his place. As Leicester up to the 22. Youngs. Liebenberg. Could this be it? If they get a penalty here, this could be all over. In fact, yes, it would be all over because there's less than 90 seconds on the clock. Inside the 22 now, and Leicester desperately fighting their way forward, and Saracens desperately clinging on as Ezekwe stays down. Chesham cocking over the ball. That sounds sus, doesn't it? You got to get your cock over the ball. Okay. Burns back in the pocket, but he's really struggling, and they're going to set up another forward pod. I don't know if the drop goal is the right answer. Burns cramping up. Just seconds left, 30 seconds left on the clock. It does go back. It's Burns. It's over. Freddie Burns breaks Saracens' hearts with 15 seconds left on the board. And he's running round, Keep your heads! Keep your heads! Mine has blown! It's cream in the pants time! I think Stuart has been great. Stuart has been great today. Wow! He was amazing! But how about that from Freddie Burns? Sexual gravy! Oh! Right, let's get it. Ezekiel is getting some treatment. Let's get this team sheet updated quick. Fetch me a sock. Oh, it's windmilling season if you're a Leicester fan. Ezekiel is going off for a head injury assessment. The clock is in the red. It's done. All Leicester have to do is take the kick and get it off the pitch. And we've got new winners. Well, it's all done, says the big. You're not wrong, buddy. 74 of you in here, 24 likes. Let's get some likes for Leicester. As Leicester do get the ball, Saracens get the tap back, but Leicester retain possession. And Saracens trying to fire in. It's back to Burns. Burns runs towards his own try line. It's all over. Leicester are the champions. Unbelievable scenes. 2013 was the last time they were in a Premiership Final. 2 seasons ago, they were second bottom in the league. And now, 2022, they are crowned the Gallagher Premiership champions. What a game of rugby. Stewart can't control his tears. Borthwick can't believe it as he hugs his colleagues around him and fights back those tears. Unbelievable scenes. Heartbreak for the Wolf Pack. Windmilling season for the Tigers. What a game of rugby. What a season of rugby. Oh, my dick of the day. Who am I going to give it to? Right, I know BT Sports for that drop goal are going to give it to Freddie Burns. No doubt. Margaret Hughes, welcome in, Margaret. Thanks for joining us. That's great. 52 of you in here. 26 likes on the stream. Thank you so much for joining me for this. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. We've got the summer test series coming up and other bits and bobs. So do, if you are keen to stick around, do stick around for that. Right, my dick of the day. Dick of the day is something we do here instead of man of the match because my name's Dickie and Dick picks dick of the day. So I'm going to give it to Freddie Stewart. I think he's been absolutely phenomenal under the high ball. A real talisman at the back for Leicester. Been able to keep everything under control. Freddie Burns might have got the drop goal that will go down in history for Leicester fans. He's had his Johnny Wilkinson moment. But for me, Freddie Stewart really held that Leicester team together. He was the glue. Well. Twitter is going mad. Grant, well done, Leicester. Yeah, couldn't echo that enough. Unbelievable scenes. Thank you so much for joining me. Whoa, breathe. What a game of rugby. 27 likes. Right, we've got a couple of minutes left. There are 37 of you in here. 27 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can get to 30. What have we got on the subscribers? Let's mop up the season with a little bit of love, shall we? There are 917 of you subscribed. If you've not yet subscribed, we want three subs and 2 likes in the next 3 minutes. 65% of you, 65 voted on today's poll. 71% of you said Leicester. 71% of you were right. To the 29% of you, fuck off, you Saracens salary cap cunts. I'm so sorry I said the C word. Oh dear. Ford going off might have been a blessing. I think so. I think, it just took away the kicking game a little bit, didn't it? Just took away that turmoil of kick tennis. I think having Freddie Burns there just opened the game up a little bit, just allowed Leicester to run the ball on a few more occasions. But these are beautiful scenes that we're seeing. Ben Earl has lost his childish smile there. Bless his heart. But there are beautiful scenes as wives and family members hug and embrace at a hard-fought season that has ended in glory for Leicester. It is going to be an absolute booze bus back to Welford Road for them, and the short journey back to Watford is going to really hurt. Saracens, you can see the pain on each and every one of their faces. Losing by 3 points. They never led in the they led for only a second or two in the for a minute or two in the game, didn't they? And sadly, there will always have to be a loser. What we got here? France under 19s. Who are they playing? Slovakia under 19s. Oh, crumbs. That sounds like a humdinger, does it? Not. Right, so let's turn ball tracking off. Okay. Oh, Jasper Wiese got man of the match for BT. Okay. I mean, he had a great game. Wigglesworth was the man of the match performance today. Yeah, had a really strong performance. I thought he was, super controlled, super organised of those forwards, unbelievably well under pressure. I think he put Leicester under a little bit of pressure though when he opted to offer Saracens the opportunity to run it back. Anything that came anywhere near Leicester's half, he just kicked it away. Okay, they won in the end, but they made it hard work. Time for the URC now after a few beers. I'm off out, but yeah, sadly, I'm not about this evening, but I would have done. Right, anyway, that's all I've got time for. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. We got to 918 subs. That's insane. Thank you so much for the support. We got to 28 likes. I love that. And 65 votes on the poll. Thank you so much for interacting with today's stream. Thank you so much for a great season. We look forward to the internationals over the summer. And from me, as always, face down, ass up. That's the way we like to ruck. We'll see you next time.